I think that's live. It looks live. It looks to be running smooth. Bitrate's fine, not dropping any frames. And hopefully it's on the right channel. And so, Navi are already 3 kills up. Unfortunately, most people have missed out on that. It does seem to be working. There we are. But 2 kills in the bot lane. Chaos and X Special have already dropped. And we've also got the likes of... In fact, where did the other death go? Because I missed that while setting stream up. Went on to Reginald. He got caught out of vision as well. They were trying to interrupt that blue buff. And all the way through, just backfired. We do have Reginald, in fact, being beaten up by Citizen and Wayne in the mid lane. He's trying to dodge those lay wastes. The Ignite goes down. Doesn't quite have the dash. And there goes Flash and belly slam. Body slam even away, but wow, Reginald really low as well. Walks out of there with 79 HP. They dive in onto the top lane onto
that's good. That was a really, really good dive. This is exactly what TSM needs to do to get back in the game. They were down really, really early. I'm not sure if you guys caught it or not, but X Special and Chaos got caught really, really early on, and it gave Navi such a huge advantage, especially when both players bottom lane die that early. The level difference is going to be huge. If you look at the level right now, it's level 3 and 3 versus 5 and 4. With that much of a level difference, there's absolutely nothing Graves and Janna can do. You go up a little bit, a couple of hits would chunk them for about half hit points. So they have to do a very, very fine balancing act. They need to be able to keep this wave close enough to tower so they can farm it, but not have it come to tower so it doesn't reset, so they can continue to farm it.
Everything seems to be holding up, and I did do a quick instant replay back for that dive on the top lane, so well done TSM. Got their first kill on the board onto that Nezreal. So despite being 3 kills down that early on, they are only down by about 500-600 gold.
700 gold, yeah.
700 gold, yeah. X Special and Chaos doing their best to keep farming up despite being a death each. Kill down onto Antigen. In fact, there was even a kill on the owner, so both support and AD carry in the bottom lane a little bit fed. Chaos slightly exposed. The ult comes out from Odd One. They're chasing down onto Sand. He's got the shield up. The Ignite is ticking. Fear gets broken instantly as he turns around. Odd One was not expecting him to turn onto Chaos. He does drop. There was no way he was running out of that. Chaos grabs himself that kill as we see a low health warning coming up on... Who is it on, actually? I think it was Carthus in the mid lane. And top lane, Dyrus being jumped on by Nezreal. We do have the find in the jungle. Odd One's been caught out by Citizen and Wayne, and Cottonex gets the dredge line back, knocked away by Citizen. Doesn't really matter as he will fall before he even lands on the ground.
So we're looking at this matchup, Jax versus Olaf up top, and Olaf I think is going to do really, really against Jax because every time Jax wants to jump on Olaf, he's going to eat that true damage, he's going to eat that axe, and the thing with Olaf is he's trying to close the distance on most champions. He can throw those axes, pick it up, throw it again. If Jax chooses to jump on Olaf, he's going to get that off for free basically and continue to change that damage. So of course Jax does a lot of bursts, but he doesn't have that type of sustained damage that Olaf has in the earlier levels. So when you're Jax this early on, you got to be careful when you jump on somebody to harass.
Citizen grabs himself that blue buff. Carthus doesn't quite have his one yet. Chaos 2v1ing for the moment in the bottom lane. Sand does land a stun though. Dashes away from that last. He doesn't want to get pulled in. Antigen was trying to recall, but getting caught by the stun actually caused him to cancel it. So he's going to miss out on a little bit more CS. And we'll watch. We do have Jax coming down from the top lane. He found Odd One on his way. Backs on up and out. And he actually... I think they were trying for some kind of idea. It was either a straight gank in the mid lane or maybe a dragon play, but getting spotted kind of gave that idea up. Nocturne starting the blue buff. He actually took the blue buff. So...
Oh, this is dangerous for Chaos. I think Leona should hit level 6 soon. The moment he hits level 6, I have a feeling Graves is going to die very, very fast. So he's got to keep his eyes peeled. The moment she dings level 6, he's got to back up instantly. Because if she can level that up really, really quick and just drop the ultimate on because he wouldn't expect it, they're going to be able to just jump on him and kill him instantly.
One more creep is all it's going to take. They do have Nautilus down here. In fact, they have everyone down here. There's the 6th. Chaos legs it as soon as he sees it. But it may be a little bit too late. Cotton X is coming out. The tornado misses. There's a barrel as well from Citizen Wayne. Oh, comes out. Knockup goes out. That's going to be enough. Chaos drops to Cotton X. And Janna fall under the tower to Nezrelas as well. 5 members of Navi are down here. And they're going to turn straight onto
That was a very, very coordinated gank. Their whole intention right there is they saw the bottom lane is really, really weak and really low. And they probably figured, alright, we can dive these guys, we can take these 2 kills and pick up Dragon after. Especially if they secure those kills, there's really nothing left to contest the Dragon. So it was not just a 2 kill, it's a 2 kill and Dragon swing. So the trade-off for that is they're going to lose a lot of farm top, they're going to potentially even lose top tower. But if you factor it in, right, Dragon's worth about as much as a tower, and they're getting that 2 kills on top of that. So, and plus on top of that, Jax had already been losing top lane anyway, so it wasn't even that safe. Generally, when a lot of top lanes players lose their lane, and they know that they can't just stay there forever, because they're gonna lose the exchange every time. They generally try and roam a little bit and try and get kills elsewhere.
Nezrelas' stun is down, and there's an odd one hiding in the bush, waiting to come for him. Not going to go while the stun's down this time. It is still down to 10 seconds. With the lane pushing slightly, Darius is going to try and shove it back in the direction of this tower. Let's wait and watch it with a directed camera. Jump to something happens. There we go. The Nocturnal comes out. Nezrelas being focused. The Karthus ult going down. Karthus finishes his channel. Nezrelas will drop. Darius grabs himself the kill with a simple auto attack. Citizen Wayne, did he have ultimate? He did. So if he'd stayed in mid lane, he could have cancelled that ult. Reginald, of course, not being dead means his ultimate would have stopped the cast, but I don't think that would have saved Nezrelas anyway.
It's a very, very tough. You got both Karthus and you got Nocturne. You know, at any point, those 2 guys, every time, wherever. Ooh.
I had it on camera. It's fine. But
okay.
Yes.
I didn't think she was gonna die. I thought she had flash up. She was gonna either use Monsoon or flash, but she was just trying to be conservative. Well, not conservative. She's just trying to save her. Oh my god, this is so painful. Bottom. It's just you're sticking around when you're way too low and you shouldn't be able to, or you shouldn't, because the kill potential is too high. You know, the trade-off is this, okay? When you're too low and you know that if they plan everything perfectly, you're gonna die. So you're banking them messing up, and you know the trade-off just isn't good, because you can potentially die for a couple of creeps or a couple of EXP. One thing a lot of people don't do frequently is they don't go back early and often when they need to, and they just stick around until you know they're low enough where they can get killed.
TSM down by 2.7k gold. 8 kills to 3 in favour of Navi. Darius is having a pretty good lane, in all fairness. 2-0, 100 CS. But unfortunately, the same can't really be said for Chaos and their special. Can we give a feeder achievement to both players in that bottom lane? Give the award
I
to
think
the
that
TSM
achievement is already passed, but
yeah.
it was very unfortunate. Both Janna and Chaos died at level 1 and 2, so. When you die that early, you're giving the other team such a huge goat advantage and EXP advantage, because you're going back to base while they're farming that 1-2 creep wave, and 2 creep wave that early on in the game is so huge.
So they've gone in, grabbing themselves the golems, try and catch up as best they can. TSM certainly have a big hill to climb. Do have Citizen Wayne hiding in this bottom lane. So I see a little bit too much vision for him to come out yet, but they really want another kill onto Chaos and X Special.
I just see Navi picking on bottom lane just over and over, just because bottom lane is just so behind. There's not a lot they can do at this moment. You know, the other team just has such high kill potential all around, that if they just continue to go bottom, they're going to be able to suppress bottom lane and essentially shut down 2 people.
Citizen Wayne had nothing to do with that kill. He got down there, he popped his combo, but it didn't do anything. It was all Leona and Corki just bursting down Janna. So,
basically, at this point, Janna doesn't have the E or the HP she needs to survive any type of burst. She's level 6. That means, you know, you look at the other people's level, they're level 9 and 8. You know, the 2 to 3 levels, that's about 300 HP that she can survive from burst just from leveling up. And on top of that, you look at Leona, she's got the Heart of Gold. That's an extra nearly 180 HP over, so she's having about 500 HP less than she should have. So when you have that much less HP than you should have, you're going to go down, and you're going to go down fast.
Kotnik's grabbed his rip up, and Nezreles is going to do the golems. Dyrus doing a good job of keeping him pushed into the tower up to 125 CS. We do have Nocturne now hiding in this bottom lane, waiting to try and make something happen. Try and salvage this pairing.
Basically, bottom lane just needs a lot of help right now. If you look at the kill spree, right? Corki's at 3 kills, Leona's at 2. So if they kill any of them, that's going to be a decent amount of gold that they're going to be able to reclaim from beating all those deaths earlier on in the game. So what Nocturne is looking for is to try and get some of that spree back into Graves' hand, but ooh, this is not good. There's 4 people bottom.
Yeah,
they're going to have to give up this tower.
Tower's going to die, and I think Dragon might even be respawning soon too, which is why we were looking for that kind of gank to be made. Nezreles is approaching the mid lane. There goes the top tower. Darius grabs that one. That's the first. This will be the second. Nezreles trying to hold on to Karthus. There is the Dragon. Navi are going to start this off really, really quickly. To be honest, there's nothing that TSM can do to contest it. They're not even close.
But really, even if they try and contest it, I'd put Graves and Janna together as about half a person. So it's really just 3.5 versus 4, and even then, it's gonna be really tough.
They're gonna dive top lane. They want to kill Nezreles. He just gets that stun up, jumps across the wall. The slow still lands anyway. Gonna start chasing him down. Reginald tanking the tower, needs to flash away. And well played. Nezreles managed to survive it. Citizen Wayne finishes him off with the ult. Q's going to go out from Citizen as well. Dyrus is still low. Dash won't quite be enough. The slow's not there. The health on Dyrus, 28. With barrels going to be enough. Citizen Wayne grabs the kill. Cottonex and Leona arrive anyway. Sand, just to make sure. Not the greatest play by TSM. They do grab a mid tower because of this though.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
In fact, they might just push bottom. I don't think they've got the damage in their Chaos. Not quite ready enough to kill that yet.
Oh, this is not going well. Gragas natural already counters Karthus, but bottom lane should have been an even lane. However, just those 2 early kills is just way, way bad for TSM. It's one of those things that once you lose those 2 kills, it's really hard to come back from.
There's the top lane then going down. Nezreles and Kotnik's going to grab that. Mid drops to Citizen Wayne. And we've got already bottom dead, of course. That's going to be 3 outer turrets down. Navi have got a lot more map control now. Not to mention the global gold they've just picked up when they were already ahead.
Yeah. This is definitely a demoralizing game for TSM. Like, just based on team comp, it's, you know, like, the only real counter I see is Karthus getting countered by Gragas, you know. But Olaf does really well against Jax.
Oh, Dyrus a little bit too slow cancelling that recall. And Odd One, as a result, wasted his ultimate too. They wanted to grab that kill onto Jax. Didn't really happen. So, Cotton next with his oracles up in the mid lane. Gonna try and push it up slightly. Dredge lining away for good measure. Blue buff is up. Gonna give that to Citizen? No, because he's got his own. So, shouldn't be long before they finish that one off. Let's see. Yeah, it's about minutes left on that blue, so he'll grab that soon enough. But we don't have any dragons, we don't have any kind of objectives they need to go for. There's not pushing for towers, they don't have a dragon to set, and they're no way going to go for a baron just yet. They're ahead, yes, but they are not that far ahead. No point risking it. So Navi are in a comfortable place, and it's all on TSM to make these plays and get themselves back into this.
I'm a little worried. The way they came back every other game is because they had heavy AoE damage, where if they just land one good initiate, they can just make some really, really big plays and come back from there. However, this game, their only real AoE damage is from Karthus and from Graves.